Well, time's here. Trevor, you ready to introduce the new Feed the Need member?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Tweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna be straight up honest, Eric. This kid's got no chance. It's the first year of Feed the Need.
Welcome back to the Feed the Need podcast, the number one 16-team fantasy football podcast in the world. I am your host, Derek Moody. I am with my co-host, as always, the Season 2 Feed the Need champion, Trev Brown. How you doing?
Season 2 champion coming at you. Never take that away from me. We're back for another Feed the Need season. Oh, man, I'm excited. We just had an awesome interview with the new Feed the Need member. Spoilers. No spoilers here. But yeah, interview went great. We're 2.5 weeks out from draft day. We're getting prepared for the draft. We're going to be, dude, so many things are going through my head right now. Dude, I'm just excited to be back, Derek.
Same, brother. This is Feed the Need 13. So with that being said, you haven't won in a decade. That is insane to me. I remember when you drafted Peyton Manning in the second round or the first round, and everybody gave you shit for it.
1-1, baby.
It's because you cheated. You cheated. Anyways, yeah.
I always get that cheat. That's bullshit. You never take that title away from me. There's no asterisk next to it. It's mine.
All right, season 13, man. Season 13 is gonna be one to remember because we're losing an absolute OG of a member. We all give him a hard time. He's always kind of the butt of the joke. Some of us in this podcast, not me, have threatened to go to his house to beat him up.
The weak moment, man. The weak moment, Derek.
Weak moment. Yeah, Jordan Hunt is stepping away from Feed the Need this year. It's bittersweet. It's out of the blue. It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be weird. It's a weird one. Losing one of the OG members in Jordan Hunt.
Low key. There's only like I think 4 or 5 OG members who's been in every single season. Hunt was one of them. I'm really I love that kid, man. I love that dude. I'll never forget some of the podcasts we had him in his teacher room just having to turn it down because it was so crazy. And I'm gonna miss that. He always had something cool to say. He always had a devil's advocate opinion, which pissed me the fuck off probably 94% of the time, but other 6% of the time I actually kind of liked it. So he didn't piss me off 100% of the time. And like I said, man, he has been one of my best friends since I was in 7th grade. And he's gone, but he's not forgotten. And if he ever does want a spot back, and if something opens up, just know that if you're watching this, Hunt, like, you're gone but not forgotten, brother. I would love to see you back. Just take the break, and then we'll see you soon.
Yeah, agree with that, man. It's like you said, this podcast, we've done it for fun quite a bit. This year we are trying to go the full time. Hopefully with my new schedule, your schedule, a little bit of sacrifice on our sides of making this work. It is kind of fun to look back at the times that he was in his classroom, having to mute it because you and I'd be arguing over something stupid and he'd be laughing. Yeah. So it'll be tough. And then just that guy could have. Who did he pick last year that was just stupid? He said the wrong name.
Oh, and him just on draft day. Just him on draft day is just one of my favorites. But one of my favorite parts of Feed the Need draft is interacting with Hunt. Somehow we always end up sitting next to each other, and he always snakes 2 of my guys when I talk to him about it because he's a little bitch. And then we go from there, and it's the best. And I'm gonna miss it. And so I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah, I feel you. Hopefully, you got to do what you got to do, and like Trevor said, hopefully we see you back in due time. But with that being said, we're on to new things, off to the new horizons. All right, we're here with the newest member of Feed the Need, the guy replacing Jordan Hunt. We've all been waiting for the guy, wondering who it was. Here he is, Quinn Carpenter. How you doing?
Doing good, brother. Doing good.
Sorry to keep you up late. My co-host internet sucks about as bad as my dynasty football team is, but yeah, this is take
Yeah.
two. We're gonna do this all over
Yeah.
again for everybody.
Yeah, I take full responsibility of that, fellas. That is 100% my fault. I unplugged every single Wi-Fi capable product in my house, and we are take two. Should work great.
Yeah. Hey, just a little co-host friendship here. All I see is from your like upper lip up, so you got to like fix your screen here. There you go. Be a professional.
I can't.
Anyways,
see
Clint,
Hold on.
welcome to the show, the podcast here. Just real quick, welcome to the league. Welcome to Feed the Need. Tell us, how's it feel? Tell us about your history of fantasy football and just brief. How are you doing?
Uh, Doing good. Can't complain. You know, feeling great. Feeling, uh, privileged to get the invite to Feed the Need. Been playing fantasy football since like 2014, here and there, just 1 or 2 years, dinking around. And then about 6 years ago, got into a dynasty. And then you learn the pitfalls of people taking advantage of you, stuck in for a few years, and then that's when I started taking it more serious. And then here we are, the big leagues.
So
I
Quinn,
just want everybody to know real quick, Trevor.
go ahead.
Quiet down. Just want you guys to know Quinn had it all set up on the first time he did this. He like chugged the beer and everything for theatrical, and Trevor fucked it up. But anyways, go ahead, Trevor.
Okay, yeah, no, I fucked it up 100%. Okay, we got that. We got it. I'm gonna go Ghostface on you real fucking quick, Moody, if you don't shut the fuck up. Okay, but Quinn, so now that you're a part of it, from last I heard, you weren't ever part of a 16-man league, and Feed the Need is extremely, essentially tight. We might not all be 100% best friends, but we've all been in the same league damn near 13 years. There's only been about 5 openings in the total, essentially 13 years of Feed the Need. You're joining the tight-knit family of Feed the Need. What is your, I guess, what are you most excited for about it?
Just the competition. In fact, everyone's trying. Everyone's going to be there. I mean, you guys said it before, sometimes people will be a little, late showing up, but essentially everybody's all in at all times, going to be giving it 100%. With the weak highs, nobody's going to just kind of give up and throw their roster away. So that's what I'm most excited for.
Right. And that is the coolest part about Feed the Need is that you're competing for 150, almost $200 every single week. And even if your team is trash and you don't have a spot at the playoffs, the last 3-4 weeks, you can still compete for that week high and win $600. Super nice.
Yeah. With that being said, with you not doing a 16-team league before, what's going to be like your draft strategy coming in to becoming like a 16-team ready?
I mean, just being aware, especially with bye weeks, being aware of, different matchups, conferences, pretty much anybody that's playing the Vikings defense, I'm looking forward to having them on my team. But a lot of that, and then
they're going to be the number one. They're going to be the number one defense this year, just FYI.
Hey, they're on their 8th string DB.
I can't wait until you just use that strategy and you score 30 points. And it's going to be the absolute best.
Hey, $400 for you.
$400. Dude, they were on the 6th-string DB. The 5th string fucking had COVID. 4th string had a kid. 3rd string fucking got his toenail hanged. And the 1st string fucking just woke up and his balls hurt. So fucking they're on their 8th string today. Dude, zero chance that strategy flies. But I enjoy it, and I am going to enjoy what you bring to the league.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Derek. Can you ask another question, please?
Sure, you get a little aggressive there for no reason. Just
Sorry. I got a little hot. I got to tone it down. Tone it down.
That being said, like when you're like looking at it like week to week, how often are you going to be like checking this thing? Are you going to be like active? I know in the dynasty it's kind of hard to trade because there's a lot of picks and a lot of people sit on their team. What because a lot of people know you from the dynasty. What's going to be different from the dynasty to this redraft?
Right. How are you going to handle trades? Is the biggest thing that I think people are wanting to know in our league. Essentially, this is a really highly motivated league to get trades done. And so there's some people that probably trade 40, 50 times in a year, if not, a little bit more at the very height of our trade bonanzas. But so I guess what are you going to bring to the table when it comes to trades? Are you a trade guy? Are you a like, hey, I'm 0-3, I'm going to blow up my fucking team kind of guy? Or are you a 2-3 trade guy season that working with you over? We're going to have to work with you over the course of 3 or 4 weeks to even try to sniff a trade. Unc Rich.
Nah, I mean, Moody see me when I'm willing to do a trade. It might take arguing over the last person on his roster where I want him, he won't give him up, that kind of thing. But as far as redrafts go, I'm completely willing. Anyone on the roster, there might be somebody that I just think is way too valuable. He's scoring the most points every week. I'm never giving him up unless I'm getting an absolute haul. But other than that, and then as far as waivers go, pretty much just after every game, morning after, check the status reports, make sure the waiver's clear. If somebody messaged me, I got notifications on, I'm going to check it. I might be working, might give me an hour or two, whatever, but I'm going to be in there.
Okay. And so that kind of segues nice into the next thing. How do you handle friendly rivalries and like trash talk within the league? So like what I just did, like, how are you going to respond to that when you're on a 3-game losing streak and I come at you fucking sideways over shit that you don't think is very funny, but then I'm on this podcast screaming, just what a fucking idiot. Oh my God. Can you see it? Why? How did he start DJ Chark? What the fuck is wrong with it? So when that starts happening, how are you going to respond? I guess is what, are you going to bring in a little bit of shit talk back, or are you just going to sit and take it?
I mean, it'll definitely depend on just, I don't want to make things personal. I'm never going to take anything personal. So like, it'll always be fun with me. So like, if, you're going to get cross about something, I probably won't. I'll just beat you the next week and then you can cry about it. But,
there you go.
If I know somebody's going to take it, well, then, we'll fire back.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
That's the thing too, is most people in the league, we've had a couple issues back in the past, but the last year was really well. People know everybody's boundaries. People know everybody really well in the league. So
I threatened to go to Hunt's house and kill him, or I guess kick his ass. Not kill him, not kill him, but I absolutely threatened to kick his ass on the message board, then drive to his house. That happened.
Yeah. So that being said, I know you're not one to fire any arrows unless you have to. But is there anybody in the league that you're excited to match up against to get that weekend and hopefully get the win and just kind of start the shit talking to them?
Well, I mean, anybody that's an Oregon Ducks fan, Moody.
I agree. Dude, yeah. Choose a new team. There's so many good teams that you can jump on the bandwagon, Moody.
Nope. The Ducks.
But yeah, and then I'd like to take Garrett out. I've known Garrett a while, but never played against him in fantasy football, so that'd be a good one too.
G-Baby's fun to beat, even though he's a good guy, and so you never like beating him.
I love Garrett.
It never feels good beating Garrett. Like, it feels good beating Trev, feels good beating Caleb, feels really good beating Spencer for some reason. And it feels good, but it don't real feel good with beating Garrett. Garrett, you're just like, God damn, I love that dude.
I disagree.
Beat me every time.
I disagree, Clint. This is Feed the Need history. This is like 6-7 years ago. I played Garrett first round of playoffs. My team was okay. His was okay. We lived together off Galaxy, off DeVries.
Yeah.
going into Monday night, well, it was like Friday. He came into my room. He's like, "Hey, you see my new kicker?" I'm like, "No, who gets a fuck kicker? Who cares?" So, "Oh yeah, he plays Monday night." I'm like, okay. I was up like 11 going into Monday night football. His kicker kicked the game-winning field goal to win the game and to beat me that day out of the
Yeah.
playoffs. So, fuck Garrett. I agree. Beat Garrett as much as you can.
Oh, I'll go fuck.
Yeah, your
No,
turn, Trev.
okay. We're almost done here, Quinn. So I guess what are your goals for the season? I get like everyone's goals to win. That it seems like it would be unrealistic for someone's first year and feed the need, but we have seen people come in and compete first year. Tyler Daly, I believe, got second 2 years in a row. Rookie season 1 and 2 both got second, which was in, but he still didn't win it. So there's never been that person who's come in and just won the whole thing. What are your expectations?
I mean, expectations. We don't keep expectations. The goal, though, is 1 week high playoffs. That's success.
One week high playoffs. I like those expectations. It is a 12 team playoff out of 16, so it is 75% of the teams do make the playoffs. So I like the chances of you not making the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. Because I like those.
I like that though, because like to be honest with you, feed the need. It's a tough league. Like you said earlier, you're excited to join with everybody active as all hell, wanting to win, and it's tough, man. Like even we have Jimmy Cook that won it 3 years straight and then just went cold. And it's
Oh,
not.
you know,
It's just,
he's got the yips, dude. He don't even know how to draft no more. He don't know how to
I mean,
draft. He don't know how to start the right people. And like he's super lucky. Did he make the? I don't think he made the playoffs last year. I
yes, he
mean,
did. He won it 2 years ago, but I mean,
last year. I'm talking about
I
last
know, but
year.
he
He
won
got
it
the
two
yips.
years ago.
Yeah, but he got the yips last year. So he don't know how to draft. He don't know how to add people. He don't know
You're
how to
talking about a
trade.
four-time champ. Four
I
times. He won
understand,
a
but
quarter of the
anybody can
fucking
get the
time.
yips. Anybody
Okay,
can get the yips, Derek. You know the yips. And just,
like a
I mean,
golf game. Anyways, Quinn,
100%.
we'll wrap this up. What's the last thing? You got anything to say to the league? Just like whatever you got. Don't just welcome to the league and whatever.
I mean, just appreciate the opportunity. I mean, getting to join one of the best leagues. I know from friends, it's the biggest league they got. Now the biggest league I got. And I'm just looking to the opportunity to make the playoffs, prove Trevor wrong. And then I do have one small thing. I want to bet Moody $100 my team will finish better than his by the end of the regular season.
I'll take your bet. That's an easy $100. That is literally a point high already in my pocketbook. I'll shake on it. That's easy
20
money
bucks.
right
I'm
there.
sure you're gonna be able to clear that with the wife.
But I had a credit card. Swipe and forget, buddy. I'll give you free ice the ice machine. How about that?
$20 says Moody don't sniff a week high.
I mean, if you look at the odds on any betting show, like you're getting negative odds for that. I don't win point highs.
I also don't win
yourself.
point high. I also don't win point high, Moody. That is it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that being said, Quinn, thank you so much for taking the time and dealing with this Jamokes internet over there for fucking 2 hours now. But yeah.
Call me Jamoke. What is a Jamoke?
Have a good night, Quinn. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Quinn.
All right, coming back from Quinn, the interview with Quinn here. Ending the interview with $100 bet. What are we doing? Easy money for me. And all the hate with me, I'll take it.
I'm gonna be straight up honest, Eric. This kid's got no chance. It's the first year of Feed the Need. People do not understand the level of skill it takes to be in a league like this. They do not understand that it's 16 teams. No one ever plays in 16-man leagues. It's always 12 or 14, even mostly 10. No one understands that we have 9 essentially players and then 4 bench spots for 16 teams. He's not going to understand how we do our fab to where how one person's going to go for 100 after week one because that's how crazy it is. Like, he's never going to get any of his players that he goes for. I mean, this kid is going to be lucky to win 3 games this year and feed the need. And so over under 3.5. I'm taking under, but man, I'm excited for Quinn to be in the league. He does seem like a chipper, super nice guy. At the same time, he's got no chance.
That's the thing is there's like we've talked about it in the interview. I think I don't know, take 1 or 2, but we talked about in Feed the Need when we get newcomers, it's rough. Like we've had the Jesse was a name that sticks out. He came in and dude, he was a fish out of the water completely. He didn't even make it halfway through the season. He had Patty and Tyreek and still barely made the playoffs. He's in and out. Daly's the one, the anomaly that came in, took second place.
Right.
And so it's like you got to have a lot of experience. You got to have a lot of luck to do that. I don't think Quinn's ready for it. If he does, I'd be absolutely shocked. But
yeah, you're nicer than I am. Quinn's not ready for it.
I'm trying to be nice, man. You're the dick of this podcast. I'm the nice guy. But with that being said, I'll take these $100 and run. But yeah, speaking of running, we're gonna be talking about the draft here. Real quick, easiest is gonna be a quickish pod, just kind of get going to get the newcomer in the league out to everybody and get everybody kind of excited, get the podcast started. Because like I said, we're gonna be trying to do this every single week. During the season, we're gonna try to film every Monday night. We'll probably be doing it during Monday Night Football at the end of it, which will be exciting. We'll go over matchups of that week, then try to do it again on Fridays. I think we decided, or Saturdays. I don't remember. And that's another one of just matchup previews, power rankings, just stuff like that. But yeah, we're going to be trying to get way more active this year and really push content here. But yeah, draft day. What's the info here?
Draft day. Rich is going to be hosting again. Fucking kudos, MVP Uncle Rich. He's got an awesome place. It's on Somerville Road in Applevine. It'll be at 4:30 on September 1st, Sunday. I believe we got all the kinks worked out to where almost every person should be there, other than maybe I think Taylor might have a little issue due to wedding, baby, school, a mix of all three.
I know his little one. I don't remember if it's a boy or girl, but is due September 3rd, so 2 days later. So I think he lives in Montesano too, so that's a little bit of a drive to get away, especially that close to the due date. So I mean, and that's thing too is kind of like literally last year I was talking to Spencer at work. Spencer wasn't at the draft because he literally just had his kid 24 hours or so earlier, and Feed the Needs kind of evolved and with technology and everything now to where majors, I know you might not be there if you're not, but we'll get it worked out for you and we'll get it all situated. But yeah, Rich,
you can watch the draft live, and make your pick and not even have to be there.
I'll be texting him every time too between picks, I'll update stuff. But let's go about Uncle Rich's house. I wonder if he's gonna do chicken and waffles again.
Oh, he told me that he wanted to do everyone margaritas, all sorts of stuff. He has plans. I'd also BYOB, if you're not a fan of probably the bottle that he's going to buy and share with everybody. So obviously Merle, obviously everybody else, Trev, Spank, George, Jib, literally everybody. BYOB if you want anything anything special, but he should, I believe, have a margarita bar that he's willing to give everyone drinks.
Yes. And if you know what's going on with drinks, you always need things to cool it down, right?
Yeah.
What do you need, Trevor? You need ice.
You need ice.
You need ice. And let me tell you.
And H2O.
Chill Ice and H2O has got our backs. Okay. If you guys are I'm not going to do it. Anyways, we have some things coming up that's some podcast things. But yeah, so if you guys need ice, I have a great place ready to go.
How are you not going to read the whole thing?
I haven't got the okay yet, dude.
Oh, okay. My fault. My fault.
I almost just said fuck it and did it. But we're on the works, boys. We're on the
No, we
works.
cuss a lot. Yeah, we cuss a lot. And if somehow this did get out into like the world and it got out before like your boss saw it and stuff.
We have a sponsor, guys. We have a sponsor that's on the fence. We're just trying to lock it up. Well, we're kind of teasing it now, but there's a place over by the Mint Factory in Ocean Sky, sells great ice, cheap, twice the ice. Yeah, go over there, support a local business.
He might actually sponsor us.
Yeah, and yeah, hopefully they sponsor us, and we'll. I have a great ad read right here that I almost did, but we'll hopefully next podcast next week we'll lock it down and yeah. But anyways, draft day at Rich's. I'm fucking excited. Like you said, Rich's house is set up perfectly down below. Rich is such a good dude, host. His wife was there helping out, serving drinks. Just amazing host there. So first
It's
off,
gonna be great. And
yeah.
just to wrap this all up, brothers, because I know you got you're tired and want to get to bed, and I also want to get to bed and win an Addy on EA. But just one, we'll just do one sleeper. Who do you think in just one? I have mine. It's not really a sleeper per se because he was a first round pick and he's gonna be the number one on their team as a rookie. But the first round pick, I don't know. Maybe he's not a first round pick, but he's going to be the number one person there as a rookie. And because
I just want everybody to know, I don't know anything about this. We did not talk about this prior. We might have, I don't remember. I'm very unprepared. And are you talking quarterback, receiver?
Receiver.
So Marvin Harrison Jr. That's easy. Stupid.
No. Oh. Not Marvin Harrison. Neighbors. No.
If you say Rome, I'm walking away.
No.
Okay, who?
He's going to be the number one for the defending Super Bowl champions.
Oh, God.
Xavier Worthy is my sleeper. I might pick him in the second round if he's there in the second round, just because who else do they have? They have Travis Kelce, Marquise Brown out for probably week 4 or 5. He did something weird to his shoulder to where he did some kind of weird thing to the vein to where it's going to be all sorts of fucked up. And he's not coming back for a while. So all they have is Xavier Worthy. I mean, I'm telling you, he shot up way in my board sleeper wise. And so I don't know if he's going to be much of a sleeper by the time draft day comes, but that is my one to look out for.
I can't argue with you. I mean, the guy has all the potential in the world, draft capital, all that. To be honest with you, I agree with you. He's really good. I did see a video on Twitter. It could have been fucking around. It could have been whatever, but it was like, this guy's too small to play in the NFL. And this is him trying to get off the line and press. The corner like shoves him and he like stumbles over and he like runs into the linebacker and eats shit. And it's like, how is this guy gonna fucking play up? Obviously, it was kind of like a fucked up video. But
yeah, he'll figure it out.
I mean, he has Patty Holmes throwing the ball. Travis Kelce's he'll figure it out. 52. I mean, I agree. It's a good pick. I'm going to go a different route, not like a highly touted guy.
Yeah.
But, and it's kind of a homer pick, I guess you could say. But
oh, God.
Who do you think? Give me some names.
No, I don't have no names. It's going to be an Oregon Duck.
No. His name's Josh Palmer. From the Chargers. He filled in last year. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams out. Let me finish. Mike Williams gone. Keenan Allen gone. Only one. I mean, let's be real. Talking to Quinn, I hate him because he gave me fucking Quentin Drop Johnson there. That is awful. They draft fucking Lad McConkey, which is fine, but he's already hurt. The running backs are J.K. Dobbins and fucking Gus Bus. Their tight ends, Darnold Parham. I mean, yes, it's kind of a homer pick, like I said, because I like Justin Herbert. I think Justin Herbert's really good. He's going to throw for 3,500 yards and 30 touchdowns. Who's going to catch him? Who's going to get all that? And I'm not saying he's going to get every bit of it. He's not going to be this all-star, but you can get in the mock we did the other morning. I got Josh Palmer in like the 9th or 10th round, and you're giving me the wide receiver one on a team that has a new coach, a quarterback like Justin Herbert. Just saying, I'm not sleeper.
And not to get too deep into this because we want this to be short. At the same time, so you think Harbaugh comes in and is pro pass? You don't think
No,
he's the pro style? You don't think he doubles down at like he was at Michigan and runs it like 70% of the time?
no, I agree, but it's NFL, and the Chargers are not that great, so they're going to be behind. Herbert's still. I mean, name a team in the NFL. This isn't college. Every NFL team is going to throw the ball 20 to 30 times at least a game. So it's like
Just
I'm
Harbaugh
not
is really
saying,
good at bringing his Stanford offense over to San Francisco and then a San Francisco offense over to Michigan. So I just imagine that he's going to do it again.
So look at Crabtree and those guys when Colin Kaepernick was there in the 90s.
Oh, 100%. Alex Smith. He made Alex Smith essentially a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not, I mean, remind you, mine's not going to be a second, third round pick. Mine's way later in the draft because mine's a true sleeper on like your cheap ass one. But yeah.
Okay.
But with that being
this
said,
wasn't supposed to be a deep dive, okay?
Next podcast we're contemplating doing this pod while doing a mock draft, just so that the viewers can kind of see what we're dealing with in 16 teams, because it is way different from 10 and 12s. So it's kind of floating up in the idea. We'd want to get like 5 to 8 of people, or as many people as possible, to join it if we do it. So if you are interested in it, just text me or Trevor and let us know, and we can kind of put out the word for you guys and let you know. So, but yeah, Trevor, welcome back. Feed the Need 13, brother.
We're back.
Yeah.
Super excited, Derek. I'm excited. Yeah. I haven't made the playoffs in 2 years. I'm just super excited. I miss the playoffs when we go to a 12 team. Are you shitting me? It's time to turn the boat around and fucking get back in the fucking playoff. I'm ready.
Hey, on a good note now, instead of it being like Unc Rich and like who else missed playoffs? Padak?
Jimmy
missed the playoffs last year?
Yeah.
But anyways, like there's like repeaters like
Jimmy, Padak, and Rich, I believe.
I maybe, yeah, I think you're right. But I do know that like the repeaters of like Rich, Padak, and Caleb, now they have a fourth one. We're damn near locked for the playoffs.
Okay.
Just saying, Quinn's there. We got 4 of them non-playoffs.
Oh, correct. Yeah, we have 4 pretty like shit kickers now that can take the bottom 4. Sorry about it, Rich, Caleb, and Quinn, and who's our 4th there?
Merle.
Rich. Merle.
Quinn?
Yeah. Merle kicked my ass, but hey, Merle, sorry about it. You're one of those 4.
All right. With that being said, guys, we'll see you next week. Yeah. Sorry for this. We'll probably post this. It'll be back Friday. We can record. Be back sometime next week. Got more draft details, all that stuff. How we're gonna do draft order, payouts, hopefully. Yep. All right. There you go.
All right. Deuces.